Harbor Me, Chapter 23. Outside, the sun is slowly sinking. I hear my uncle drag his suitcase across the floor above me as I listen to Esteban read his father's poem. His voice on the recorder is careful and clear. I wonder if he and his dad are walking along the beach together. I wonder if they're working on their books. Esteban finding the English words for his dad as he writes what he sees. Downstairs, my father has stopped playing piano. Now I hear him moving around in the kitchen, pots being pulled from cabinets, the sound of a bottle of seltzer being opened. When they came for me, I lifted my hands to them. Let them wrap the cuffs around my wrists. I did not fight. I did not. Knock, knock. My uncle stands at the door, smiling, a bright orange shirt in his hand. I thought you were going to help me pack, he says. What about this thing? Stay or go? The shirt should go, but you should stay. I turn back to the window, the recorder silent now. Hales, come on, favorite niece, only niece. He comes over to me, cups my chin, and gently turns my head up toward him. His eyes are gray-blue, like my father's. How long has your dad been home? He asks. 2 months. How many conversations have you had with him? I shrug. We talk at dinner. My uncle shakes his head. You talk to me at dinner. You're like a dad to me, though. But I'm not him, Haley. I'm not my brother. I move my head away from his hand, play with the edge of my comforter. All the questions I could never answer, Haley. That's your guy right downstairs. He's as afraid of you as you are of him. I don't say anything. Cousins. What? I look up at him. You don't want some cousins to boss around? Some big-headed boy cousins or some cute baby girl cousins? What are you talking about? The sooner I get out of here, the sooner the ladies will come running. The sooner I'll find someone and get busy making you some cousins. Ugh, that's gross, I say, but I'm laughing. You're so gross, and that's so TMI. He holds up the shirt again, looks at it a second, then tosses it on my head. Keep it, he says. I bet it'll look good on you. By the time I get it off my head, he's gone back downstairs. I close my door, then turn the recorder back on, fast-forwarding, past Holly and Tiago and more Amari. And then it is me telling my story for the first time while my uncle packs, while my dad plays piano, my own voice in the art room then, but in my room now. The thing I've never told you guys is that my dad's in prison. Chapter 24.